So now let's talk about President Trump's tax returns, because I'll tell you, I've been hearing about this for years from liberal friends of mine. You just wait, Morgan. You just wait. You don't know what all Trump is into. He's a well-known mafioso from New York. He's been in with the Russian mafia for decades. And you will learn, Morgan, you're so wrong. Everything you say is wrong, but you don't know it. You're too stupid to know what I know. This is what people have literally told me this, that I just don't know what they know because they're from New York. They know Trump. They're experienced, et cetera. Wait till we get the tax return. You'll find out, Morgan. You're going to have to eat all those words that you say on Monday mornings. You're going to have to eat them all because you're going to find out when they get the tax returns that he's all tied in with the Russians. And my statement's always been, well, the IRS has been looking at his tax returns for years. If he was all tied in with the mafia, if he was all into money laundering, these audits, it's not like there's some perfunctory exercise where they just kind of like, shuffle the papers around the desk and say, oh, okay, I think you passed. No, they get into it. They're auditing to find stuff like money laundering, mafia connections, tax evasion, things like that, right? Now, you'll notice they don't use the word tax evasion, right, because that would be a crime, evading your taxes. Simply paying the least amount that you have to pay under the law, that is perfectly legal and 100% American in my book. And here's the headline. Trump's taxes show chronic losses and years of tax avoidance. Now, the New York Times claims to have obtained Donald Trump's tax information. Interesting they put it that way, tax information, extending over more than 2 decades. Now, of course, they won't publish any of the actual information that they receive, nor will they reveal their sources because they say, oh, we're going to decline to provide that in order to protect our sources. But they write 10,000 words. 10,000 words. That's a lot of words. That's like 40 typed pages they write on his tax returns. And what do they find? What they allege they found is that President Donald Trump didn't pay a whole lot of taxes recently. They claim he paid only $750 in federal income taxes. President Trump says that's fake news. He held a press conference last night on Sunday saying that is fake news. And his lawyers released a statement saying that over the past decade, President Trump has paid tens of millions of dollars in personal taxes to the federal government, including paying millions in personal taxes since announcing his candidacy in 2015. So they're saying that's absolutely false. But even if it is true that he only paid $750, that would come from $750. It's kind of hard to believe that, isn't it? It's sort of hard to believe. If I'm just guessing, I'm going to say I suspect that's not right. Okay, of course, New York Times won't publish the documents that they claim they have, so we don't even know if they're right.
How many times have we heard that he's given back his paycheck since he's been in office?
That's right, he has. He always donates his paycheck since he's been president. Okay, but now this is what's important. To me, this is the most important part of the New York Times report. It says, okay, let me just get this part for you right here. It says, the filings will leave many questions unanswered and many questioners unfulfilled. But the tax returns do not reveal any previous unreported connections to Russia. So, now, come on now. If there was anything they could even argue was a connection to Russia, that would have been the headline for the New York Times. Instead, the headline is, he had a lot of chronic losses. He didn't pay a lot of taxes. Well, welcome to the real estate market. Welcome to being a real estate developer, right? I mean, yeah, they got all kinds of tax write-offs and things like that related to depreciation of the assets and other things. Very complicated, but nothing illegal. This is the same thing that every real estate developer and real estate investor utilizes. These are the same tax structures. The president didn't do anything that he wasn't allowed to do. And you can be assured if he did, the audits would have found it. And you can also be assured that if he did, the New York Times would have been trumpeting this from the rooftops. So for all those people who said, just wait, Morgan, just wait till we get the tax returns, that's when you're going to find out what we already know. No.
And then nothing.
Then nothing. We find out it's the same thing with the Russia hoax. Remember Adam Schiff saying, you haven't seen the evidence. I've seen the evidence. You haven't seen it. I have access to more things than what you can see. And trust me, there's collusion.
We haven't heard his name in a while.
Now, he's been up Schiff's Creek, right?
I just don't hear him like we used to.
Where is old Pencil Neck after all? Anyway, these people, you wish they'd just fade into obscurity forever. But, they're talking about wanting to try to impeach the president for daring to nominate a Supreme Court justice. Come on, this is his duty. It's his constitutional duty and prerogative to fill the seat. And how dare he? How dare he? We're going to impeach him for that. Oh, okay, well, good luck to you, because how'd that work out for you the first time? But for coronavirus, taking everybody off of the impeachment thing, because that just kind of fell by the wayside and everybody forgot about it. People were not happy with that impeachment because it was a total farce from the get-go. And remember, the impeachment was all about the Ukraine call. It wasn't even about Russia. We heard Russia, Russia, Russia for 3 years, and then all of a sudden, no, it's not Russia, it's Ukraine. Thank you for listening to the Morgan Streetman Show. We hope you enjoyed what you heard, and if you did, please click like and subscribe to help us out. And remember that we recommend that you exercise your brain at least once a week.